Are you promoting too much? Hi, I'm Natalie Lucier, your business strategist and digital visionary, and you're watching Off the Charts, where we help you reimagine what's possible in your business. Every one of us has a comfort level when it comes to promoting ourselves and our business. And usually we pull back because we don't want to be overly promotional. That is, until we realize that the service or the products that we offer in the world are actually meant to help people. And if we're not promoting enough, then we're actually doing them a disservice. So the problem then becomes finding the fine line for promoting enough that you're not leaving people out in the cold, but then also not becoming a used car salesperson. It really comes down to the depth and frequency of your communication with your audience. The way that most icky marketers communicate with people is at a very surface level communication. So every time they send out a pitch, it seems overly promotional. And that's because they haven't gained our trust. On the other hand, if you're able to communicate with your audience on a much deeper level in a way that's memorable, that creates connection, and that delivers results in advance, then it won't feel too weird when you do ask for the sale. Now you might be thinking, okay, Natalie, I get this in theory, totally on board, but how often should I actually promote? I like to go back to the 80-20 rule. If 80% of the time you're sending super valuable, amazing content to people, then 20% of the time you actually get to tell people about your services and products. So take, for example, a single email communication. Maybe the first 80% of that email is focused on your customer or your potential client and sharing a cool story or an actionable takeaway. Then, by the time you get to the end of the email, either in a PS or just as you're about to wrap up, you can tell people about what you have available on offer. By doing it this way, you're giving value in advance before you ever ask for an exchange of money. What you're also doing is that in each of these emails, you're reminding people that you have something else for them to take you up on, whether that's working with you privately or signing up for more products of yours. Now let's take a look at your social media platforms. If you're always posting about promotional content on social media, then people are going to get sick of listening to you. Instead, focus on sharing great content and curating links from around the web. Then you can sprinkle promotional social media messages, and it won't feel overly promotional because it'll still be following the 80-20 rule. Now remember how we talked about the depth of communication as well as the frequency? Just because you're communicating with somebody on a regular basis, whether it's weekly or daily on social media, does not mean that you're connecting with them to the depth that you need in order to not come off as a promotional slime bag. If you're just sending a newsletter out because you have to or you should be, then people are not going to feel your heart or your creativity in it, and they'll be turned off. It's almost like you're phoning it in, and trust me, people know when you're doing that. So before you sit down to write your next piece of communication, record your next video or podcast, think about how you can create that connection. And one way to do it is through storytelling. I promise you that when you're following this advice, when it's time to actually ask for the sale and promote yourself, you will not feel icky or slimy. It's really all an exchange of energy. The more great stuff you put out into the world, the more great stuff you'll get back. So don't be stingy. Go ahead and give away some of your best content. And don't be shy when it comes time to actually telling people about how they can work with you or buy your products. Now I'd love for you to leave a comment below and tell me what types of promotions you absolutely love to get. Tell us the company, the website, whatever it is, in whichever form you still remember, because we want to learn from each other's favorite experiences. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up on YouTube. And if you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, well, get on it. Just click the subscribe button right here. And you'll also want to head over to 30daylistbuildingchallenge.com so you can learn how to grow your list more in the next 30 days than you have in the last 3 months. Just go to 30daylistbuildingchallenge.com.